Greetings, travelers. Oh, interesting. That updated on here, too. I'll have to fix that. Don't worry about it. Hi, guys. Welcome. I hope you all had a great day. I know it's a bit of a late start. It took a while for me to update and even longer for me to queue. But you know what? I'm here. I'm queer. I'm ready to play the game. As you can probably hear. Hold on. Yeah. Hi. You know what? I can do all the talking stuff. I'm just gonna go right into the game. As you can see, I have a shiny new layout, basically, which has made it a bit better for the game. Now, alright, real quick, I couldn't really test this because I just queued in. So I'm just trying to figure out... I want basically my chat to hide the actual in-game chat for the most part. So, excuse me for one moment while I see if I can get that just a little out of your way. Chat box, system. There we go. Yeah, I would have had this all set up beforehand, but I've been queuing for like actually an hour and a half, 2 hours. Might not be an option. Alright. Well, it's fine. Let's hide that. There we go. Alright, and sorry about the Discord notifications. Guild members are reaching out. How's the audio quality sound? Let's see. Oh yeah, I need to pull up chat on my phone so I can see you guys. Sorry. I've been sitting here waiting for the queue to pop for like actual ages. And so when it finally did, I kind of spaced out and was watching other stuff, so... It's like, I'm about to queue in. What am I going to do? Alright, well, if we're going to go and do some raiding, I should be in my proper gear. There we go. Gun. Alright, let's see here. Alright, yeah. I hope you guys like the new layout, though. It has some more fanciness to it, and there's actually a proper chat box, so you guys should be able to read that a bit better, I hope. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Alright. Let's see. Let's see. I'm just figuring out where to start the raids. I assume it's probably in Charlian. Alright, yeah. Let's head on over to Charlian. Yeah, I'm really excited. So basically, with every new expansion, there is a set of raids, right? Which is a series of multiple sets of 4 fights. And these fights are all like really hard boss fights for the most part. And there's 2 kinds. There is the normal version, which is what we're going to be doing today. And then 2 weeks after the normal version's release, they release the Savage versions. Which are basically like some of the hardest content in the game, at least whenever they first come out. Which is some of the most fun in my opinion. I don't have a group to solidly like prog those with, but I'm hoping to get one eventually. That would be really fun to do on stream. Hi, Ren. Yeah, alright, where am I going? Oh, that looks new. The Crystal from Beyond. Let's check it out. I did some gearing off stream. I am pretty much as good as you can get, minus the extreme versions of the Hydaelyn and Zodiark fights, the first 2 trials. Endwalker spoilers ahead, obviously. Because I have been waiting to do those with a certain group, more or less. I probably won't do those on stream, just because I don't know how my my guild feels about me playing are like streaming while I'm playing with them, and I don't feel like it'd be very polite anyway. So yeah, good. They marked these at 565. Oh wow. Well, I have a haha funny number, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Crystal from Beyond. Not to use. Okay. It appears my calculations were correct. I knew at this very spot I would encounter none other than Issa, the hero who saw us through the final days. So certain was I of my math I stood here for. Well, let's not concern ourselves with that. I am Mage, assistant to one Professor Claudian. We work with the Idoscope to observe the ethereal sea and delve into its myriad mysteries. Some mysteries, though, are beyond even our capabilities to unravel. The strange crystal we but recently discovered, for instance, defies our every conjecture. You've been to the center of the star and far beyond it, however, so we hope that you may see something in the crystal that we academics do not. I beg you, lend us your well-traveled eye at Aporia. Professor Claudian will be eagerly awaiting your arrival. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Aporia is over in... Oop, wrong one. Yep, here. There we go. God, I love this game. Just the music is so well designed. I can't wait to hear the songs for these fights. I'm sure there's gonna be some good ones. Yeah, I haven't seen any information really about what these fights are or what the story is, aside from some very, very, very vague stuff that I won't be able to figure out. Let's see. Actually, you know what? As much as I love the Prince Lunatender, I feel like there's another minion that is more fitting for us continuing our Endwalker journey. The Starbird. Why? Well, if you know, you know. I don't know. Alright, let's see here. Oh, my theme music is, or my BGM is still playing, whatever. There we go. Alright, I hope the audio balancing is okay, by the way. If it sounds weird, please let me know. Alright. Greetings, Issa, and welcome to my humble laboratory. Laboratory, I know. I am sure Nemegi, I thought it was Nemeji, but it's Nemgigi, actually. Nemgigi has already told you plenty about us, but allow me to introduce myself personally. I am Claudian, leader of this little research collective. I must admit, I have been nervous about this meetings ever since Nemgigi set out to find you. For a researcher in my field, there is no greater an honor to meet the first woman in history to traverse the ethereal sea and return to tell the tale. The professor speaks often at length of your deeds, but he has no small number of achievements of his own name. He has peered deeper into the ethereal sea than any other in Charlian, and his breadth of knowledge is peerless. Peerless, perhaps, but for a single woman. We must seize this precious opportunity to learn what we can from her, and perhaps crack this conundrum that has stumped the three of us for moons. It was we who peered into the fathomless sea from the anti-tower in the Dravanian homelands. There we spoke with Heidelin and learned of the fate of that would befall the star in the final days. Soon thereafter, all research was moved to Labyrinthos, and through the Idoscope did we continue our vigil. As impressive a work as the device is, however, it can glimpse but a fraction of the sea's infinite depths. Which brings us to the matter at hand. Not long after the Exodus was declared, we recovered an unusual crystal shard during a routine observation. It appeared before us suddenly, as if propelled to the surface by some unknown force. We found that it possessed an ethereal density that exceeds that of normal crystals by orders of magnitude. And its shape resembles nothing which occurred in the natural world. It was made, not formed. Unfortunately, that was the extent of the information we could glean before we were forced to turn our focus towards the Exodus. The crystal was very nearly forgotten amidst this something upheaval. But thanks to the efforts of a certain someone, that crisis is now behind us, and we are free to resume our research. Thus do we decide to seek you out, the dauntless adventurer who delved into the unknown and beheld its innermost secrets, and now we would have you see for yourself. Okay, interesting. Alright guys, wheel out the special table. It's for presenting just this crystal. Don't worry about it, it's fine. And the box. Here is the crystal in question. If it resembles aught you have encountered before, even by the smallest degree, please say so. Oh! Oh, snap. Yeah, that's one of the Asian, like, the convocation crystals. It's like the Azem one. But whose? I mean, they all were absorbed by Elidipus, I thought. Or they went with him when he was destroyed by the Crystal Tower. Except for the Azem one, of course. Well, yeah, someone who bears a similar crystal as me, memory abides within this crystal. Which is very true. As I thought, you do know what this is. Please, tell me everything. I see. The Asians use these to transfer their memories to new vessels. Fascinating indeed. It was plain that this crystal was special somehow, but this revelation surpasses even my considerable expectations. Similar artifacts have appeared throughout the ages, memories of martial techniques manifested as crystalline shards in the battlefield, or storied stones passed from master to student. A comparison between said artifacts and this crystal may prove a fruitful first step in unveiling its true nature. What do you think, Professor? Asian memories, windows through which we can gaze upon the convocation of 14. Unlike the crystal in Issa's story, this one does not bear the mark of the convocation. Who, then, could these memories belong to? And more importantly, why were they stored in this particular shard? More importantly still, why was it set adrift on the ethereal sea? Also, love these new NPC models. Good variety. Yeah, I agree. They all look very nice. How's the chat looking, by the way? The new, like, little chat box. Seems like it's, like, working pretty well. Is it readable? Professor! Professor! Claudian! Huh? Yes? I'm well aware that contemplation is the key to breakthrough, but there is propriety to consider. We have a guest, one you invited explicitly. Must we do this every time? What? Ah, yes, of course, our guest. Terribly sorry. I do so easily find myself unmoored by the tides of rumination. What a goober. Perhaps a more engaging use of your time with us would be for you to take up that crystal. If indeed there are memories stored within, they may reveal themselves to you upon contact. Alright. Yeah, I mean, the Azem stone works for us. I don't know if this one will. Sure enough. If anyone... Message. Come. Pandaemonium. Please. Faces. Grave threat. Star. In danger. Uh-oh. That expression does not bode well. What did you see? Just another world-ending threat, you know. So, Tuesday. Pandaemonium. It's not a word I have heard before. If my knowledge of the ancient tongue serves me, it means all demons, not a name that inspires optimism, all things considered. Side note, I need to unglamour my boots because the new ones I got from this the Tombstone set look way better in my opinion. In the event that another star-shattering cataclysm is in fact bearing down upon us, I would have the aforementioned examples of crystalline memory to hand. Nemgigi, Rusinand, I entrust the procurement to you. If there are any more memories to be extracted from this crystal, we will find them. Okay. As for you, Issa, there is a person I would have you seek, the one who has delivered so dire a warning. Your stories tell us that this crystal could very well have been made by one of the ancients. If that is the case, then discerning the nature of this Pandaemonium would require a trip far into the past, to an era before the Sundering. I know of only one individual capable of such a feat, the very hero who traversed time to prevent the world's doom. Okay, so that's just common knowledge, huh? So, like, everybody just happens to know that we, like, the Warrior of Light has just gone back and messed with time. Interesting. Okay, sure. Why not? I must confess, the tales people tell of your adventures beggar belief, and their veracity has been a subject of much debate among my peers. After today's meeting, however, there can be no doubt in my mind that every incredible exploit is a fact. Dude, I touched a rock. I mean, we're past 6.0, you're kind of world famous. Yeah, fair. I mean, yeah, you're really not wrong. I don't know, I guess it seems like, considering how much time travel, like, or how much of a problem time travel can be, that the Scions and or just like the good guys TM at large would want to keep that relatively on the down low, you know? But of course, I suppose it's not like anybody here can get to the Crystal Tower on the first to get to Elpis in the first place, or if the portal would even work for anybody else. So, you know, I guess it's really not that big of a deal. So I ask you now, return to the past. Find out what and where Pandaemonium is, and if we need to be concerned by this message. Okie dokie. Punches fist, nods. Thank you. For the time being, you should keep the crystal in your possession. I do not think you have seen the last of its memories, and more may be drawn out as you approach their source. Safe travels, and may we meet again soon to share our findings. Okay. I can do that. Let's see. First of all, though, fashion. Disclaimer. Remove. The dye came undone. Yeah, once I get better feet gear, I need to add these to my glamour dresser because they're really nice looking boots. Very pretty. All right. Oh, I have to go all the way back to the ocular. Interesting. Alright. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. Of course, anytime I reapply my glamour, that's just going to happen again, but it's really not that big of a deal. I just want to check. Hey, Ren, as far as gearing for this goes, you know, I know you can get one token per fight, per week, right? So, would you think it's better to go for, like, all 4 tokens for, like, a chest piece or legs first? Or should I go for, like, you know, heads, glove, feet? Yeah. Okay. The question? You have no idea? Yeah, fair. Well, heads, glove, and feet cost less, right? I assume they do, at least. If they do, it might be a good idea to get those first, because then you get an immediate stat boost. And then you can go for the ones that cost more. Because, like, if you're going for chest pieces, you can basically just get only that during that given week. That makes sense to me, at least. Do I want to reapply a certain glamour if I'm going back there. Nah, it's fun for RP, but I think in this case, I should stick with the IG outfit. Welcome, my lady. If you wish to go to the Ocular, I shall be glad to escort you. You're doing second ring first, because there's only 5, and it drags the eye level for that slot to 580. Oh, second ring first, sorry. Yeah, for some reason I thought, like, I was thinking of circles, which I think is the name of the individual, like, raid tiers. Only 5, and it drags the eye level for that slot to 5. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a pretty good choice. I'll give it some thought. I don't know. I mean, I can get, like, 570 definitely isn't bad. So, I mean, I can probably just get the ring from the first Extreme trial. Which would be, you know, suitable enough, I think. At least for now. But I'll give it some thought. It's always up to you. The vendor is at Rats if you want to see what is stat for what. Oh, that's a good idea. Well, I'm doing this first, so we'll see what happens, you know. I'm not really too worried. I'm not rushing to be, like, hyper competitively geared as it is. I don't really have, like, a static to do Savage Prog with, so I'm not in a huge rush. If receive this message. Return to the past now. Come, Pandaemonium, quickly. And we're going back to Elpis. I love Elpis. It's so pretty. It's a real, like, I think Elpis is probably my favorite zone in the expansion, but the final one is a pretty close tie. That and the moon. I mean, honestly, oh, okay. Hello? A bit more of a rough landing than last time. Wow, the expression was really good there. Ow, my head. Yep, it worked. Where is everybody? Ugh. Oh, that's what happened. I fell off on somebody. Aww. Hi, buddy. That's definitely Oedipus. Could it be? No. Could it be? I don't know. No, of course not. Apologies, but for the briefest moment I thought you had to be a dear friend of mine. I realize now that such a notion is preposterous. About that, I mean, I'm 8/14 of a friend of yours. She told me a falling star would appear before me, and I suppose you must be it. Truth be told, I did not expect the expression to be so literal. Wait, so a Zem told you to expect me? Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Wait, but how would a Zem be aware of... Huh. Okay, so that means that Venat must have told a Zem about what happens. And that's why Azem A didn't agree to summon Zodiark, and B had plans of their own, I imagine, which might be part of this. I don't know. That's really interesting. Wait, Themis? Huh. You're not a Oedipus. Or maybe you are. I don't know. Maybe the person who soon becomes Oedipus? I don't know. Apologies for not introducing myself properly. My name is Themis. As you can see by my bare face, I am not one of Elpis' observers. Rather, I am come here on an assignment, which has been more or less routine up until this point. You certainly do know how to make an entrance. I must wonder what brought you here, for it is plain that you do not belong here, or any place I know for that matter. Yeah, might as well keep the story straight. I'm a Zem's familiar. You can call me Issa. It appears my initial impression was not so preposterous after all. I did not know my friend had such a unique familiar at her disposal. Okay, so that's what I thought. If you are here at a Zem's behest, then I believe I can hazard a guess as your purpose. You are here to investigate Pandaemonium, yes? Yep, that's pretty much it. Right on the money. If so, we may be able to help one another. But first, might I trouble you to explain how you came to collide with my skull? I mean, yeah, I went through time, fell from the sky. It's a long story. I see. I believe that dispels any major doubts I had concerning your intentions. Apologies for being so intrusive, but you must understand this is an uncommon occurrence. I would hope so. Hot dragon ladies falling from the sky is an unfortunately uncommon occurrence. I should pry no further, for I am well aware that we all have secrets we must keep. However, if I may, I would very much like to take a look at this crystal of yours. It must be taking longer and longer for Warrior to explain themselves with each X-Pack. Yeah, no kidding. In, like, 9.0, we're gonna have to explain our whole story, and it's just gonna skip from, like, day to night time. Yeah, check this out. I bet you probably made it. Fascinating. While I cannot say much as to what it contains, it is clear that there are memories stirring within. Memories that speak of something gravely amiss in Pandaemonium. Yeah, that's what I've been led to believe. The facility extends beneath Elpis, and it is overseen by the Words of La Habrea. Interesting. It houses those creations that are highly valuable as research subjects, and highly dangerous to the star. Naturally, it is strictly guarded and under constant surveillance. Several days ago, however, an unnatural shift in the flow of its surrounding aether was detected. Soon thereafter, all communications from Pandaemonium ceased. Definitely concerning. I am here as a representative of an organization that works directly with the Convocation, and have been tasked with investigating this incident. Interesting. Also, I believe they mentioned during Endwalker that the people with the white robes are only people who are either deemed as very, like, notable advisors and wise people, or people who have stayed past the, like, who basically have fulfilled their purpose and then chose not to die and stick around longer to do things, which is really interesting for someone who appears to be a child, or at least not a child, but like significantly younger and smaller than the other Asians that we've run into. Now that there is some measure of transparency between us, might I offer a suggestion as to what we should do next? Oh boy, materia! Direct hit rate, critical hit, determined. Probably. I'll take determination. During the course of your investigation, you may discover valuable artifacts. Those can be exchanged for equipment by speaking with Mylene or Aporia, or in Aporia, or Dujul and Ratan. Good to know. Okay, Themis. Where familiars dare. Themis is eager to commence the investigation of Pandaemonium. Oh. Sorry, pretty outfit. Is that one of the 2B tops? Or, oh yeah, obsolete androids. Yeah. Sorry, I get distracted by fashion sometimes. Now then, My proposal is a simple one. Let us journey to Pandaemonium together. Our destination is the same, and I suspect the arrangement would work to our mutual benefit. Besides, I would have no trouble gaining us both access. I do hope you agree. I would be loath to part ways from the falling star I had been waiting so long for. Originally, I had planned to conduct my investigation with the friend I mentioned earlier. She had also noticed the anomaly near Pandaemonium, so it only seemed natural that we should investigate together. However, she did eventually decide that it would be unwise for us both to go. If two members of our organization were seen poking our heads about restricted facilities, it would raise questions, you see. Oh, that's interesting. Oh. Azem had her own version of the Scions, and Themis, who I think becomes Elidibus, was one of them. That's really interesting. Huh. Lore, also Discord messages. That bird is going nuts back there. I decided to go alone, but she left me with these words. Fear not, for in my absence the star shall fall before you. While I could not comprehend her meaning at the time, Sorry, that's really cute. While I could not comprehend her meaning at the time, I believe now I understand. She does have a way of being right about these things. Even so, her hints of what's to come, are generally more cryptic. I suppose I should have kept my gaze to the heavens. Suffice it to say that I am grateful for your presence either way. As for the matter at hand, we must first gain permission from the Wardens of La Habrea for entry into Pandaemonium. There ought to be a speaker waiting at Anagonorasis. Sure. Alright. I mean, you gotta use the mount, right? Yeah, I also unlocked Flight after I finished the story streams, which makes traveling way more convenient. Yeah. God, I love this area. It's so pretty. It's so peaceful. Let's see. I sent a request for permission before setting forth to Elpis. With luck, we should not be waiting long. Hi. Hey, we heard you have a monster problem. I'm here to kill it. Probably. What a fascinating etheric signature. Ahem. In accordance with the Convocation's request, the two of you have been granted leave to observe Pandaemonium. I shall register your aether for the records. From this point on, you may freely come and go from Pandaemonium as you please. Cool beans. Now that was a painless process. I take this as a sign we were meant to conduct our investigations together. Of course, while you have been permitted entry into the facility, the specimens housed inside must be handled with the utmost care. You are to heed the warder's instructions at all times. Those who conduct their work within Pandaemonium are called warders, for their role with respect to the creatures within. Generally, creations that pose a threat to the safety of the star must be undone. However, the Words of Alhabrea has deemed certain such creations as worthy of further study, interring them within this facility. Those who spend their days in Pandaemonium are not merely researchers. They must work tirelessly to ensure that none of their subjects slip their shackles. For all intents and purposes, the place is a dungeon. Perhaps such a comparison arouses frightful imagery, but Pandaemonium is a frightful place. Yeah? I know not the purpose of your investigation, but if you discover aught that merits a report, pray do so with utmost haste. Master La Habrea shall guide us upon the proper course of action from there. It's very weird hearing about La Habrea in a positive light, considering the Lahab Red Boy, etc. that we know. Then I take it that means you have detected nothing amiss as of late. The warders have reported nothing that could cause alarm. Minor fluctuations in Aether have been observed, but Master Alhabrea would have acted if there were anything to worry about. I see. It appears Alhabrea is kept well abreast of the goings-on here, then. I hope I'm not overstepping my boundaries by asking, but you seem to be quite familiar with Master Alhabrea. Do you know him? Oh, the stories I could tell you. You're no mere familiar, are you? Master Alhabrea is not known for being generous with his time. That one would have stories of his company almost beggars belief. Regardless, why did I need to tell you this? He is of the convocation. Take care that your actions do not hinder his work. And with that, we are free to make our way to Pandaemonium. The naos that will take us there is on the eastern bank of Lethe. Let us delay no further. Lore. Pandaemonium can be reached via the naos and the island to the northeast. I suggest you hurry before your companion leaves you behind. That's really interesting, though. I'm actually, like, a big fan of the fact that a Zem of this age had basically a version of the Scions. At least it seems like it, at least. It makes perfect sense, you know. From everything we know about a Zem, who was, you know, us. I fight for my friends, and I fight with my friends. And sometimes I fight my friends. It's weird. Alright. Hello, Themis. God, I want that mount. Gimme the shiny flying cat. Gimme. I had to contain my surprise for the sake of appearances, but is it true that you two have met Alhabrea in the flesh? I find you more fascinating by the moment. Still, I shall refrain from asking too many questions. Secrets will make our journey all the more intriguing. We shall come to know each other in time, I wager, or else why would fate have orchestrated our meeting? In any case, let us be off. Truth be told, this will be my first time beholding the fabled Pandaemonium with my own eyes. Here's to a new adventure, eh? Let's go! It's time to go to hell! Possibly literally. Yay! Oh, that's properly spooky. What the heck? Yeah, I mean, that's fitting enough, I guess. It is much as I feared. The speaker seemed in such high spirits that for a moment I thought the ethereal irregularity not nearly so grave a portent as I had imagined. Alas, 'twas a fleeting and vain hope. To gaze upon this complex network of chains and wards, the untrained eye might not sense anything awry. No effort has been spared in making this place impenetrable. This is creepy. I love it. Even the finest of masterworks is not without its flaws, however. Someone, or something, is tampering with the protections. It is working from within, eroding them from the inside out. Fear not, there is no immediate danger. I reinforced what protections I could the moment we arrived. This will not put an end to whatever is occurring, but it shall at least serve to slow its progress. One small victory, though the road ahead of us is yet long. Yes, powerful forces are at work here. What do you think is going to happen, chat? The silence in the air speaks volumes. While I did not expect a bustling facility, I see not a single warder. Our first course of action should be to seek one out wherever they may be. Yeah, okay, I can do that. However, there is something you must know. The magic I wove upon entering requires my constant awareness. That is to say, If we are forced to fight, I cannot risk joining you in battle. Should I lose focus, Pandaemonium's protections will rapidly crumble before the forces assailing them. Were there another way, I would gladly choose it, but let us always be grateful that neither of us is here alone, trapped in hopeless circumstances. If we should fail to find a peaceable solution, then I hope that I can rely on your strength to see us through. Yeah, of course. This request doesn't come as a surprise, to be honest. Not the first time I've done this, probably won't be the last. At least you received it with good humor. Rest assured, I did not mean to stand by idly while you risk life and limb. I hope to be able to lend at least a touch of magical support. Creation magics do have their uses in that regard. I had it in mind to use your aethers as basis for illusory allies that will fight at your side. Perhaps 7 shall do, Not exactly an army, but by the looks of you, a formidable band nonetheless. So that's how they're explaining us pulling our parties in. Then so shall it be. Now, what, I wonder, awaits us in Pandaemonium's pitiless halls? What's with the random spikes? I mean, do they actually help? Astralis, the first circle now accessible. Interesting. I cannot say for sure what awaits us. Let us make ready for the worst, and we shall not be taken by surprise. Interesting. So is the first set of raids basically going to be like a fight here, and then a fight in there, and then a fight beyond, and then maybe inside the castle? Oh, I can walk right through it. Huh. This place is very cool. I'm a big fan. Hello? Anybody home? Guess not. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Well, yeah, time to queue, I guess. Ren, I don't know if you're up to it. Do you have any interest in joining me in this? No pressure, of course. You don't have to. Just figured I would ask since you're here in chat. You can't shortly finishing normals? Oh, okay. Let's see how long the queues currently are, and then, depending on that, I might. The discovery of a crystal born from the far reaches of the ethereal sea and the desperate plea contained within lead you to once more to Elpis, where a your trajectory quite literally collides you with that of a young man named Themis. Like you, he is here for answers, seeking the source of an etheric disturbance accumulating in the loss of contact with the gal housing the ancient's most dangerous creations. It is this place, this Pandaemonium, into which you now descend. 17 minutes, okay. Do you have a rough ETA on, how long that will be, Ren? So let's take a look around. Big cages, lots of chains, ominous purple sky and mist, like thunder or lightning going off in the sky. Yeah, this place seems like some kind of creepy hellscape. Oh, and can't forget the, like, weird lizard hydra guard golems, or, you know, like gargoyles. Interesting. Alright, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and queue up, and then if Ren is done, before my queue pops, then he's more than happy to join, or welcome to join. But otherwise, I don't want to keep everybody sitting around for too long needlessly. Of course, playing a DPS, I'm going to have a slightly longer queue time. But, you know, what are you going to do? Or it could pop immediately. Oh, or someone could withdraw. That's fine. I'm at 30% of E11. Okay. Let's see. 30% of E11. Well, my queue almost just instantly popped there. So... Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, maybe not this one, but if you've already unlocked the other ones, I'd love to have you join me for, you know, circles 2, 3, 4, or whatever you want to do. Of course, I'm going to be taking my time to do story and stuff, but, you know. Yeah. I hope E11 goes well, though. Standard critting. A person. Run, person, run! Hello. Ugh, I'll save them. I must. What? Oh, he transformed. Interesting. This appears to be one of the warders we seek, but I'm afraid it is in no state to answer questions. Perhaps you can bring him to his senses. Okay. Hi, buddy. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's a very cool way to summon in the party. Warder of the Condemned. Eric Thonios. Interesting. Alright, well, this will be really interesting. Let's go. I'm going to keep that up just in case. Yeah. Bonk, 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 boop. First raid with my full 90 kit. This will be interesting. I messed up my wildfire a bit. That's fine. Interesting mechanics so far. I mean, basically just watching where he swings his weapons. Warder's Wrath. Oh, ow. Raid wide, I assume. You will go no further. Okay. Drag them into the depths, so chains. Nothing too hard so far. Music isn't really what I expected. It's surprisingly, like, tame so far. Being sailed by ice and flame. Hotspot. Alright. I assume I have to go... Maybe? Okay, maybe not. Yeah, okay, you have to do the opposite. That makes sense. It's just like the fight in that one Baja dungeon. Man, there's spicy damage in this, huh? Okay, both our healers are dead. That's a wipe. Whoa, that's interesting. Hello. What am I seeing here? Okay, so it's fire and ice again, but I see. Okay, so it's going to do swinging on the left, and then you have to stand on ice because fire's going to explode? Okay, no, that makes sense. Interesting. Alright. Doesn't seem too bad. Two, one. Yeah. I'm gonna have to workshop my entire rotation again, basically, because I honestly don't know what the best method for my opener is anymore, because it could be very different from how I used to do in Shadowbringers. The one I have now is fine, I think, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I'm not like trying to, you know, do top purses or anything like that. Let's see. Yeah, raid wide. Guys, get out of the... Alright, well... Okay. I believe this is where the hot and cold comes in. Alright, I have ice, so I want to do... Oh, I see. That's actually really interesting, the queue they do go in, basically. So I'll be safe here for a bit. That's going to be really interesting in Savage. Now you're thinking with elements. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Also has a lot of health, which is kind of interesting. Okay, so he's gonna do the like dartboard attack, basically. In which he's gonna do fires of stand on ice, I imagine. Yep, okay. No, that's just straightforward enough. Obviously, it's going to do the... Yep, so stand over here on red. Oh, whoops. Oh, I got hit. That's my bad. Get the fuck out of the way! I guess I'm just the stack marker bitch this fight. Alright, about halfway. Blind or not for 2-4? Blind, please. That's what I prefer anyway. I was on the wrong one because I'm dumb. It's okay. I was reading chat. The lives of my colleagues are at stake. Interesting. Wow, I'm dead. That's some spicy damage. Yeah. I'll start ice, I guess, and go from there. Ah! Alright, well, I'm fine. And there goes the sage. Alright, let's see here. Yay! AoE damage. Tank Buster incoming. You can go ahead and have that, buddy. Alright, here we go again. Okay, stack on the small one. Alright, not too bad. Yeah, this is not that hard for the fight, honestly. I imagine it does definitely get harder. The Savage fight for this will be really interesting. Man, that slam shot hurts. It hits hard. Do 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 do. Gower's flail. Gower's these nuts. I don't know. That was probably a waste. Probably should have done a normal combo and then used that, but oh well. Oh, healers are gonna have a hard time then Savage, aren't they? There's how much damage is going out. Hey, other machinist is going in for it. Fire the laser! Yum. GG. Alright. I think I'm going to go for... Probably... well, let me see what the options are real quick. Seems like there's a decent amount of loot. Let's see. Player combination. I'll give that to a tank, because... Sure. I think I'm going to go for the boots, I guess. Well, hold on. I'll just go for head, skull, feet, I guess. I'm not sure if I'll win any of those, but I mean, it's worth a try. I can always run it again if I want to get this, right? Like, me, like, voting on things doesn't lock me out, right, Ren? One piece per place per week. Does that only, like... I assume if I don't win something, it doesn't count against me, right? Okay. In that case, yeah, I think I'm going to focus on one of those three first, whichever I win. So I'm going to pass on everything else for now. It makes sense to me to focus on the things I can get quicker. So if I have to run these another time to, you know, get what I'm looking for, I'm not too concerned. Well, there goes one piece of the competition. Alright, roll please. Let's go. Come on. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. Do 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 do. Yeah, there's a chart of how many you need for each and what drops you, from it. You want it? Yes, please. Thank you kindly, sir. Hey, I got something. I got the... Oh, hey, I have the Greaves. Cool. That's what I was going for. So I can get Greaves from the first and the last. Okay, good to know. So then I should go for, like... Yeah, so if I get to 4, I should get Greaves there, and I should go for something like heads or glove. Or like maybe a accessory. Yeah. Do we know how many of each... Oh, wait, no, it says right there. Okay, never mind, I got it. Cool. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. Alright, let's keep on rolling on. Do 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 do. That was a thrilling display, and if I may be so vaunting, the warriors that spun from your aether fought even more splendidly than I anticipated. I suppose they were cut from the excellent cloth, after all. We should wait until this man regains his senses. He wears the robes of a warder, and would be very curious to know what drove him to attack us sight unseen. Cutscene time. Da, 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 da. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. I didn't kill him, right? Issa, he stirs. Yep. What came over me? It's coming back to me. My mind was filled with a storm of desperation. Anger. I leapt at you, though I knew not of your intentions. Pray, accept my apologies, and my thanks. Had you not knocked some sense back into me, I may have fallen upon someone less capable of defending themselves. It's no big deal, I think. I am Erechthonios, a warder of Asphodelos, Pandaemonium's highest lair, and the place we're in now. One must wonder why you were so desperate to keep us out. What is happening in Pandaemonium? The creations interred within Asphodelos have been set free, and stalk its halls to no end but violence. That's not good. That is not good, to say the least. Has this ever happened before? Never. No, never. Each level of Pandaemonium is under the charge of a key ward, who keeps strict control over the most minute aspects of their domain. They're selected with great care, and their loyalty to Master Lahabrea is absolute. Yet something has gone terribly wrong. Try as we might to hold the line, the chaos within is so overwhelming. I hardly realized I had become separated from my colleagues. I remember a chorus of whispers assailing my senses, and afterwards only flashes of rage and fury, then blackness, from which I awoke to find that whatever had overcome me was gone. I see. Your senses may have been muddled by magics that affect the mind. Perhaps the selfsame ones that you saw separated from the other the selfsame ones that saw you separated from the other warders. Whatever has taken a hold of me, thank you for releasing me from its clutches. That you've come here from the surface means must mean some word of our plight has reached the outside world. If you know anything that may help, pray, tell. Well, I'm going to keep moving forward up to, 3 more rooms, and when something comes to attack me, I'm going to kill it. Generally, that's how we solve these problems. Horrors among horrors. So Pandaemonium's protections are indeed being dismantled from within. It probably has something to do with Lahabrea, would be my guess. He's kind of a nut. By the same individual, or individuals, that released its captives and set them upon you, no doubt. Such knowledge avails us little, however, if we cannot ascertain their identity. Themis, was it? You said you worked for an organization under the auspices of the Convocation. Were they to receive word of what has transpired here, what measures would they take? Doubtless they would consider this place to be a lost cause. Pandaemonium's ties to the outside world would be severed, or perhaps they would be wiped from existence entirely. Oh, that's a bit extreme, maybe. As I thought, were the creatures to escape into the outside world, there would be untold carnage. The words of Lahabrea would never risk that, despite the value of the research subjects it may hold. All the more reason to work with haste. If we can't expect further help, then it falls upon me to save the others. I'll not leave them behind. You would go alone. I won't leave the other warders to face certain doom. I know they would fight for survival even now. They wouldn't abandon their duty. They would see the creatures return to their cells at all cost. And so I must do the same, Themis. I know the request I am about to make of you is a monumental one, but please, say not a word of this to the Convocation until I've been given a chance to set things right. Forgive my rudeness, Erechthonios, but my decision cannot be swayed by emotion. You would only be consigning yourself to an early death. Strength of resolve alone cannot win in the face of overwhelming odds. That's where you're wrong, my friend. Because I have this thing called Dunamis. Or is it... Wait, Dynamis. Sorry, Dynamis. That being said, our investigation has only just begun, and we would be remiss to turn back ere we've made an exhaustive survey. Words are hard. So, for the time being, there's slightly more than resolve to rely upon. Punch his hand. Nods. Heh, I knew you'd be all too eager to join us. Each moment since you fell from the sky has been more interesting than the last. More and more you remind me of my dear friend. Which goes some way towards encouraging me, toward encouraging me that this matter will yet reach a satisfactory conclusion. So you agree to help? Yeah. Buddy, this is what I do. For the moment, our goals align. The protective magics of Pandaemonium yet hold, so for the moment time is in our favor. Let us proceed upon the course you and Issa have set us upon. Yeah. Themis and Issa, yes? Thank you. The warders owe you a great debt today. We should be glad to have someone familiar with Pandaemonium's halls by our side. A party of 3 is ever so much more entertaining than a party of 2. Now, let us turn our attention to rescue our colleagues. Or your colleagues, I should say. Perhaps it would be wise to approach the gates, in case any have followed you out. Okie dokie. I assume a second one's gonna unlock now? Or more? I don't know. I mean, I got determination last time, so let's get direct hit. What time is it? 10:28. No big deal. I hope you guys are having a great night so far and are enjoying the stream. I always love getting new story from here, and I don't know what to expect. Once I unlock the next circle, I will be pulling in Ren to help out. It should be fun. It seems our investigation will be quite the ordeal after all. Still, I find it hard to believe that La Brea knows not of what has transpired here. Whoever the mastermind of this crisis is, did not lack for power and cunning. Under the surface. Yeah. Nodders. What's your, outside of this, obviously, because we haven't seen all of it, what's your favorite raid series, Ren? Not a sound can be heard from within, which means neither creature nor warder has made it this far. We should begin forming a plan to save them at once. Forgive me if I misunderstand, but do you mean to rescue the warders and creations both? Sorry, run the question again. Didn't hear you over loud, people. Oh, fair. We haven't seen all of this one, obviously, but what's your favorite raid series so far? I'm really curious. Naturally, although they may be dangerous, they're valuable research subjects. I wouldn't see our labor, our untold hours of study, go to waste. Omega? Nice, yeah, Omega's really good. I dare say La Brea would smile to hear you say such a thing. That is, if we had cause to report this incident to him. Smile? I'm not sure his face is capable of such warmth. Interesting. Ah, so you have met him before. I was under the impression he rarely visited Pandaemonium. I have, yes. My mentor was the previous head of this facility. That is to say, La Brea's predecessor in the position of Chief Keyword. Her name was Athena, and she was a researcher with the words. 'Twas she who appointed me to this position, in fact. Athena? Interesting. I see. I did not know there was a Chief Keyword before La Brea. Your motivation to save your research's subjects is not entirely driven by duty to the words, then. You wish also to preserve the work of your mentor. Fun like Warboard always trips people up. Not wrong. Not wrong. That definitely has gotten me in my fair share of times. You have the right way of it. I'm lacking in ideas of how to go about that, however. I'm a mere warder and cannot wield internment magics. Ah, but of course, I can hardly expect you to be versed in the magics we use here. If you recall, during our battle earlier, I bound you in ethereal shackles. Internment is a more refined and powerful magic based upon the same principles. While both are used to keep our subjects docile, only the keyword of each tier is permitted to use in tournament. Even if I were allowed, I lack the aptitude to use the spell to any notable effect. Oh, I would probably say that, like, my favorite is probably Eden. But that's just because it was the first one that I was there to see roll out live and kind of experience firsthand. Which was a lot of fun. But I think, like, not even thematically, just content-wise, Omega is really cool because you get to go back and fight so many iconic fights throughout the Final Fantasy series. So yeah, I'd say it's probably a close tie between those two. Fascinating. I have some knowledge of those forms of spellcraft, actually. Well, Hebraian himself established their foundation, if I recall. While shackles are meant to bind an object in place for a short time, internment freezes the very space around it for as long as the caster wills. Indeed, while the illusory beings you summoned in our fight suggest as much, I see your knowledge of magic is vast. Perhaps you've already mastered the art of internment, and I've been lecturing you like a child all this time. I'm afraid my knowledge ends there. I have not the precise understanding of how the invocations interact with natural laws that would be needed to cast said spells with any consistency. While I consider myself well-versed in various magics, I would be ill-advised to assume the duties of keyword without instruction. That being said, if I were to learn more of internment and its inner workings, perhaps. Well, you do have a warder standing in front of you. Well, the solution is obvious when you put it like that. Eric Thonios, you implied that what prevented you from performing in tournament was lack of magical capacity. What if I supplemented your power with my own? Would the spell succeed then? I can't say for certain. I've never heard of such a thing being done. I believe it may be our best recourse. That is, of course, assuming you can perform the initial rites and incantations flawlessly. Even the smallest misstep and we would have to start over. You needn't worry about that. I've seen the spell cast so many times that their motions have been burned into my memory. I won't disappoint. Very well. Let us work out the specifics afterwards. Once we do, we can test out our methods on one of the escaped creatures, though I suppose there's the matter of finding one. It'd be foolish to rush in blindly, lest we find ourselves surrounded with naught but an untested stratagem at our disposal. Nay, I would prefer we engage a single creature that Issa can dispatch on her own if the spell were to go awry. I agree, and I may have an ideal in that regard. I recall seeing the hippocampus wandering the waterways during my flight. Perhaps it's still there. Few of the subjects housed within Asphodelis are fond of water, and I believe we'll be able to engage the beast without fear of unwanted guests. Oh boy, it's water-themed. Then that shall be our first target, or perhaps subject is a better term. Before we commence with the internment magics, the creature should be weakened to a sufficient degree. I believe I can trust you with that task. Yeah, I can do that for you. Let's go! Alright. As dependable as ever, once you have given a thorough trouncing, we shall blind the hippocampus with keywords magic. Or with the keywords magic, sorry. Until then, my illusions shall fight by your side. The hippocampus will be alone, but it's a daunting opponent nonetheless. Its magic warps the environment around it, and will be at home amidst the waterways. Steel yourself for a fight. If I remember right, a hippocampus is a, like, mermaid, except for it's half horse. So this should be interesting. Alright. Responsible for learning? Asphodelis, the second circle is now accessible. Alright, Ren, where do you want me to jump in? I assume one of the Bliss VCs? Alternatively, I can jump into a public voice chat in my server, if that would work. Whatever your preference is. My server's fine? Okay, yeah. I jump in and say hi to the whole FC, but I don't want to do that without, like, asking permission, because I don't know if people want to be on stream. Alright, I'll be in the gaming chat. Hello. You know, you've been on, like, guest on my stream so many times at this point. I should get you, like a reactive image to pop up at some point. Yeah. Yeah, how's it going, though? Yeah, the first fight was a good time. I can't wait for the Savage version of that. It's gonna be rough. Alright, let me get you a party invite. You're in here somewhere. There you are. Cool. Alright, did you find her? Let's see. Order brought with him chilling news. All creations are running rampant. Blah blah blah. If the theory translates, okay. All right. Instant queue. Nice. Yeah. Tank queues are so nice. I've been leveling Paladin and it's just instant every time. Alright, let's see what we got. Cool. Yeah. If we, like, wipe to a mechanic or something like that, you know, an explanation's perfectly fine, but I always want to see, you know, the basics of the fight and everything blind. Oh. Hello, friend. Oh, that's not a pony. Oh, okay. I feel like I should have dressed for the occasion. I'm almost tempted to go change into that after this, but nah, it's no big deal. Alright. Nice sword. Yeah, I just haven't been in free reselling, unfortunately. That's a decent amount of damage there. Alright. That's a tank stack, I believe. It's doing a thing. Spoken Cataract. What about your odds? I don't know if anything good. Interesting. Okay. Spicy. Sewage Deluge. Uh-huh. Okay. Huh. That's interesting. Okay. Huh. So in the Savage version of this, you're only, like, the walkways between the platforms are absolutely not going to be there, right? Alright, oh wait, that's stacked. Oh, okay. Oh. That makes sense. I probably should have popped anti-knockback. Its head come off. Huh. Oh, I see. Nice. Alright. Yeah. Definitely cool theming and everything so far. What the horse doing?
Oh, that's why the seats were my time decided to rotate.
Ah. Okay. Oh. Hi. Did flood. Oh. Yeah. That. Oh, good. Dissociation. It's a mechanic I have to fight in real life. Don't make me fight it in a game, too. Ah. Alright. Again, honest question, what was the point of the ancients making this?
So this is where they were doing experiments with critters like the rest of us.
Well, right, but generally they make these things to serve some kind of point to better the planet, right? That's their whole thing. What purpose does this serve?
Not that, because these ones, the experiments either went awry or went on a weird angle, and so they chose to either destroy it or lock it up and study it. This is the second option.
Fair enough. Yeah, this part's relatively straightforward. I mean, some mechanics that are a little like, hey, think fast, but nothing too bad. Okay. Definitely continuing the theme of, yeah, the Savage is going to be really cool. Oh, yeah, so I do. Is there a melee to take it? Yeah, the monk should probably take it. Okay, I'm going over here. Oop. Okay. Ow. Hello. I'm probably going to die from this. Oh, that was exceedingly close.
I was trying to help.
I'm sorry. I was trying to get to the rest of the party. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. Not sure the the Astro decided it would be a good idea to stand on top of me, basically. With the yeah. That works.
Oh, that's a healthy bleed. Okay.
Huh. One of these days I'll be rezzed. Hmm. I'm helping.
I am kind of baffled. Okay,
There we go. Yeah, finally.
Oh, I didn't show up to help that time. That's okay.
Oops. Yeah. Thank you, Monk.
I learned something fun about the LBs and why they're inconsistent.
Mm-hmm. What's that?
The potency is based on the average eye level for weapons of the party.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. That's actually really interesting. Hmm.
So if everyone's got best in slot weapon, then LB actually is chunky.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. I'd be curious to see the actual formula for how that's calculated, but the victory animation's a little long, but there you go. Still pretty cool looking.
Good news, we got a water Pokemon.
Wow. I hope I get a Gyarados. Let's see. I already have... Oh, wait. I thought Greed's going to drop here. Wait, but, the chart says Greaves drop on 1 and 4. Oh, wait, no, it's 1, 2, and 4. I'm sorry, I'm dumb. Yep. Wow, I rolled a 1 and a 44. Alright. Oh, I got the helmet. There we go. Never mind. I'll take it. Alright, so I'm shooting for Greaves and helmet. That works. Alright,
Can't roll anything that's left.
yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna do the whole voice acty thing for the cutscenes and stuff. Do you want me to, like, ping you again when I'm ready or something? Or are you okay with just hanging out?
I'll chill.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to, yeah. Alright, let's see. That was a trial by fire, or water, I suppose, but I had faith we could see it through. As long as we had your stout arm, of course. I knew you had that, I knew that, wow, wait, that's a really weirdly worded sentence. I knew that you were no mere mercenary, but to make sure such clean work of the Hippocampus, seasoned fighters scarcely have occasion to visit Pandaemonium, let alone display their skills. Mastery takes all forms indeed. Needless to say, our plan worked to perfection, in no small part thanks to you two. Themes' power is more than enough to complete the intermittent spellcasting that was never my strong suit, but that almost made me feel like a proper magos. Truly, having seen your abilities firsthand in your fight with Issa, I beg to disagree. Shackles is the one exception, and 'tis only because I've been forced to practice it since I was but a small child. Other magics leave me feeling completely out of my depth. Regardless, it seems like it's on my side to guide me to you. We may prove the impossible possible after all. Alright, and I'll get the critical hit. After witnessing the hippocampus' capabilities, I should not blame you for wishing to avoid engaging any further creations in the place of their choosing. Alas, I doubt we will have the luxury. The Fires for Creation, that's an interesting looking preview screen. Alright, so we've had, like, non-elemental first boss, water second boss, I'm assuming fire next. While our success in sealing away the hippocampus is certainly heartening, the fact that we have yet to see any other warders concerns me. The key ward of Hesperos is nothing if not cautious. Doubtless, he has gathered what warders he could and retreated to a safe area. Let us hope so. It occurred to me that I know little of the key words besides their magical prowess. Is there aught more you can share? Okay. The keyword of Hesperos, he looks like the dad from Fullmetal Alchemist. Tell me somebody else hasn't seen that, right? Of course, a man named Hesperos is in charge of Hesperos. Not only does he have a thorough knowledge of the creatures here, but he takes great pains to be a mentor to each of the warders under his charge. Yeah, you see the resemblance. He has done much to ensure that I flourished here, in spite of my ineptitude at magic. I have always known him to be the sort of man who faces difficult decisions with unwavering composure. Furthermore, keywords are not only masters of internment, they can also bend the hallways of Pandaemonium to their will with creation magics. With all this in mind, I am certain that so long as Hesperos guides them, the other warders are safe. Man, I'd sure be ashamed if he was dead or turned evil. I can see why absolute control over the environs is imperative. Had we faced the hippocampus upon arid sands instead of waterways, I suspect the battle would have ended much more quickly. In any case, if this Hesperos is as capable and caring as you say, we would do well to seek him out as soon as we can. He is like as not taken your colleagues to a secure location. The safest place would be the innermost circle of Asphodel, wow, I don't know why I pictured that there. Asphodelos. From there, they could flee to Abyssos, if hard-pressed. Abyssos is the next one, interesting. Even should they have sought safe haven within other circles, if we make it for the fourth, we ought to encounter them on the way. Indeed, and we shall gain a comprehensive understanding of the situation within Asphodelos, which will be essential in determining whether we ought to continue down to Abyssos. Yeah. Obviously, Asphodelos is like Asphodel, which is part of the Greek afterlife. Abyss, I think that explains itself, but, you know, it's pretty interesting. The rub, of course, is that I myself possess no power to bend the circles to my will. Instead, we must proceed through the central corridor, which was barred by the Phoenix. The Phoenix. Last I checked. Oh no. Not again. Phoenix. I have heard that name before. A fiery bird with life eternal. Probably the same one they wrote about in that one story Emmett Selkson. Maybe. Beyond unquenchable brilliance, the perfected concept boasts nigh boundless restorative powers, if I recall. Truly an exemplary feat of creation magics. Perfection is ever built in the back of failure, however, and Hesperos suffered countless missteps during his experiments. And he was hardly the only one. The Phoenix will be but one of many attempts at the concept gone awry. Aye, far from the evoker to wonder, our Phoenix is a creature of fury and wrath, and seeks only to turn the world to ash. Thus it was confined within Pandaemonium. Oh god, here we go again. The Firebird we've killed many, 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 many times. Grandpa? Oh god. Development of the concept continued elsewhere, but as the moons turned, more and more researchers abandoned the project as an impossibility, save for Hesperos and his words. When I received word that at long last the Hybrid had succeeded where so many others had failed, I was nearly overcome. Pray tell, how did the warders of Pandaemonium celebrate their master's accomplishment? I don't believe we did. The research of the words of La Hebre has little consequence to our work here, save for those rare times it charges us with a new specimen. Truth be told, I don't remember anyone making note of the occasion. These poor guys are basically just left alone down here. But enough reminiscing, we must make ready to confront the Phoenix. While it's possible that it flew off to some other points of Pandaemonium, we would make the assumption at our own peril. Better to assume that we'll need to bring Astralis, the most unruly subject, to heel. I certainly see no reason to delay. The Phoenix's power of a flame will avail it far less in a barren quarter than elsewhere, so it may well serve us to subdue it sooner rather than later. Yeah. Excited. So we're fighting a Phoenix again. Interesting. I mean, I'm curious to see how the concept goes, but we fought a Phoenix, what, at least twice? Right? Not can't imagine being a ward alone in the dungeon for monsters? No. Yeah. Ooh. At Anki. The color up, hello. Oh, hey. Cool, so yeah, the keywords turned evil. What? It's okay. We got teleported. Let's teleport away. It seems whoever is behind this can alter the space around us at will if we face an uphill battle. Impossible. If those were creation magics at work, then that means... Let us confront that reality after we have conquered the enemy in front of us. Every drop of our focus shall be required if we are to inter the Phoenix. I keep wanting to say Phoenix, obviously, but... Alright. Sure, why not? Third circle is now available. Wow! Just to check. Fight well, friend, and we shall gain not from allowing the larger implications of this to distract us from the fight ahead. The Phoenix's rage will be unbridled, but I trust you are prepared for the worst. Yeah, I mean, I've killed these things at least twice before. It can't be that hard, surely. Yeah. Okay. Well, ready Q whenever you are.
Yep, I'm good.
Okay. Not an instant Q. I'll admit, I wasn't expecting to be fighting a Phoenix. Or, I'm sorry, a Phoenix. For, you know, the... What, is it the third time now? Or is it more?
Well, there was the one in the helmet.
Yeah. And then there was the one in the... Stormblood raids.
Yeah.
I think that's all of them?
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, we technically tamed one as a mount, if you count that. Yeah. Still, interesting choice, but considering that this is something they've previously written about in one of the, like, Tales from the Shadows, it makes sense. Kinda. Shing! Sparkle, sparkle. They're so tall.
I love the logic this time is that we're illusions that were summoned to help you.
Yeah. It's pretty silly, but I mean, they had to explain it somehow. Okay, it has 3 heads. Interesting. Alright. Well, I mean, it looks cool. I like the, eye thing in its chest. Markers. I wonder what those are for. Oh, alright, we're going. Alright. Okay. Okay, we're doing this. Oh. Everything is very orange. It was actually kind of hard to see that, surprisingly. Alright, well.
Oh, that's really bad.
Huh?
My co-tank is dead, and there's about to be a tank buster.
Ah.
And it goes on top aggro, so if he doesn't get second quickly...
Yeah. Interesting. I would say the fight music for this is surprisingly, low-key. It's not bad, I don't know. Not entirely what I was expecting. Ah. Okay. I assume... Oh, I see what they were doing with us. I'm guessing we're not supposed to kill those. Ow.
Well, that's a wipe anyway.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Alright.
Would you like to know what happened?
Sure.
So each of those is worth at least 2/3 of our health if we don't extinguish it.
I see. Okay, I assume you extinguish it with those AoE circles that were going around people?
Yep.
Okay. And we do have a red mage, I guess. So that might not have been a wipe, but, you know.
We had 6 people down, it would have taken a minute.
Yeah. Oh, this is a mount, by the way. I know we already have a Phoenix mount, but this one is, kind of, I don't know, edgy evil Phoenix. Alright, so... Co-tank is dead again?
Yep.
Oh boy, hang in there. Okay, dark and fire. Okay,
Okay, so make sure there's a fire. Yep, perfect.
Nope, what are you doing? Oh god.
No.
Well. Think we're fine?
Somehow it lagged and counted.
I'll take it. Left, oh yeah. Let's go over there. Okay. Uh. Hmm. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Are we supposed to kill it, or... Alright. Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, there's another one. Alright.
I got these ones.
Fire, fire, fire. Oh, okay. Hmm.
What is supposed to happen?
What the hell? Alright.
Rise up.
Ouch! Things. Oh, whoa. I see. Alright, well, I mean, this could be going worse. Mm-hmm. Okay, spooky fire. Alright. So that's spoilers, obviously. Out of these 4 fights so far, which is your favorite?
Honestly, this one.
Yeah? Yeah, fair. The mechanics are cool so far. It's a little hectic, but, like, not a bad thing at all.
That's why I'm liking it, is this one
Yeah.
is a bit faster than the others.
Fair. Yeah. Fast is definitely not bad. Alright. Oh boy, he's angry. Oh. Oh, it feels so good when I get that. Like, I just, my Automaton Queen just finished going out, like, and now I almost have it back already. Yeah, good stuff. And redeployed. Ah, whoops. A little too far in. Ah. Please hit the thing with your thing. Oh, God. Ow.
Okay.
Well, I got the fire out. Not that it matters. So close yet so far. Yeah. Oh, the number of circles above your... I actually didn't know that. Go to the number that matches the circles above your head. If you go to a circle marker on you, drop what you're doing and put it on a fire.
Number doesn't actually matter.
Okay, good to know. Yeah. Yeah. And preferably if Argus over there hadn't stacked on me with his own one. Would have been nice. Oh, yeah. Chimkin. Okay. Let's go again. Let's go again.
I think I'm already in lunge range.
Oh, come on. Hitboxes. Yep. Apologies for dying there.
That's fine.
Wait, what letter?
The fire killing you said it was doing?
I saw on the fire first comes out. It's either one big ball or several smaller balls. Yeah, no, in that case, it was just really bad maneuvering on my part. Okay, I'm not one of them. Please, guys? Oh, okay. Whew. Mm-hmm. Yeah. At least with the charge-based system now, you're a lot more likely to be able to finish. Maybe. Nice.
Nice.
I assume them not tethering means it does less damage?
Yep. Just to see how it didn't charge us
Gotcha.
Interesting.
Okay. Let's see.
That singer I have brain cell.
Yeah. Fire, bad. Boonga boonga. I don't know. Yep. That's definitely a brain cell. Yeah. Might be better suited for playing Dragoon. Something old retired chick. Okay. Nope.
Hey. Maybe it's going to recenter itself.
Yay, move. There you go. Astro was playing a bold game for a second there. Round and roundabouts, where she goes, nobody knows. That works.
I don't know how to dodge that, but I'll take it.
What is going on with this Sam? Alright, now if we can just not all die on this, that'd be great.
Okay. Looks like we got it.
Yep. Alright. Cool. Pats on the back for everybody. You get a gold star. And third-degree burns, but, you know. Okay. I'm not dodging that one correctly. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing wrong. Alright. right? Oh, hey, they made it so that if you happen to be in the invulnerable state after resing and you get hit by something while you haven't moved yet, you don't actually get vuln stacks anymore.
That's nice.
Yeah. Of course, it'd be better if I just, didn't die, but what are you gonna do?
Oh, that's a problem.
Run for your lives. Oh, I didn't even see it cast that. It's my bad.
It's alright.
Alright.
Oh no.
Thank you, Samurai. Very helpful, Samurai.
No, because he was one of the fires.
Yep, sure was.
Oh, it somehow worked.
Yeah.
This fight's gonna have some weird lag issues, because that's the second time that's broken for me.
Yeah. Drill. Nice.
There we go.
GG. Yeah. It was a lot of rough, but, we got there. And time to find out what the last one is. Probably weird, Foeman Alchemist dude. So, if I look at the chart, helmet is in 3, pants, our boots are not, so. Alright, going for helmets here. Do 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 do. Okay. Yep. Only one. That kind of sucks. There we go. Got it. Cool. Alright, well, I can get a helmet now. Alright. With that, the Phoenix is shackled once more. However, there's yet the matter of this arena. As you've told us, there is but one person in Astralis with the ability and authority to wield such magics. Though, fortunately, it appears he has saved us the trouble of finding him. A contemptible display, as befits of an inferior specimen. Even so, I expected it would at least delay your advance. Imagine my surprise when I saw the chains of internment drag the phoenix back to its cage. Either the bird is even more of a failure than its creators cared to admit, or you are no mere trespassers. Gun. I had hoped our suspicions were misplaced, but alas... Hi, buddy. What's up with the outfit? Keyword Hesperos. Why? Why have you brought such chaos to your beloved Pandaemonium? Pandaemonium, pitiless, impenetrable, and utterly steadfast, unlike those charged with its keeping. What has possessed you? I don't understand. Oh, Erechthonios, must you pester me with these inane questions? Think for yourself. Surely you can muster a theory or two with that dim wit of yours. Then again, you have never been one for insight. Why Master Wahabrea suffers your mediocrity, I shall never understand. Rude. You may look like him, but you're not the Hesperos I know. Something has warped you too, from the inside out. The keyword I knew had compassion for all those under his charge, be they clad in robes or shackled in chains. What, was all that a farce? Did you hide your contempt for us all these years? Why? Those who are content to merely glimpse the water's surface are doomed to be dragged into its depths. You prove my opinion of you with every word. My mind is clearer than it has ever been now. Even now, seeing you feebly grasp for answers makes the bile rise in my throat. What is a man but a miserable pile of secrets? Have at you! Wait, wrong game, sorry. Such wasted potential. To be son to Master Wahabrea, yet no more skilled with magic than a newborn babe. Oh, he's Wahabrea's kid. Okay. Interesting. Buddy, you probably should have told us that. But of course, it's always about Wahabrea. Silence! You are not worthy to utter that or utter his name. For once, be grateful to witness a feat beyond your meager abilities, beyond your shallow reckoning. I have slipped the surly bounds of mortality. I have become one with our mythic creations, and rid myself of imperfections. I shall stand upon the threshold of godhood. As a Hemethios, I shall serve Master Wahabrea, ever faithful until the end of days. Ah. And he shall require no other. I think not. Hell yeah, let's go, Themis. Are you so blinded by arrogance that you have lost sight of what it means to serve? Erechthonios is more capable than you could ever know. It was thanks to his instruction that I was able to master the art of internment, both how to wield it and how to break free of it. Issa, let us quit this place. Whatever poison has corrupted Hesperos' mind, it is plain his power far eclipses our own. We must have time to gather our strength. Bright light! Flashbang out! Weaklings though they may be, it takes a singular aptitude to master internment so quickly. To say nothing of how swiftly that familiar laid low the Phoenix. Regardless, their noble aims will be their undoing. Whether they fritter away their strength in calming the beast of Astralis, I continue my work. Even should they survive long enough to reach the heart of my domain, naught shall await them but doom. I'll eagerly await your arrival, Erechthonios. Even dullards have their uses. You must be the warrior of light. The Belmont. The warrior of light. The joke is he's a vampire. I want to suck your blood. Etc. My darkest suspicions have been realized. We face the keyword of Asphodelos himself. More than that revelation, however, Erechthonios worries me. He loved Hesperos for his compassion, but received naught but scorn from whatever the keyword has become. He has said little since our return. I only hope that the shock of recent events does not provoke to be a death knell for his resolve. Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too. Hey, you okay? I mean, you're the son of the dude I end up killing later, but there's probably quite a few people like that. Please, leave me be. Who wards the warders? Good question. Much as I am loath to disturb Ericthonius so soon after what has just occurred, I am afraid circumstances do not afford us the luxury of time. Perhaps it will do him well to speak about recent events concerning both the keyword and his father. He seemed reticent to say aught concerning La Habrea when the subject was broached. Doubtless his relationship with his father is a fraught one. Yeah. Tell me more about your dad, please. I'm fascinated. The man that goes on to be an absolute fucking loony. By the way, I am trying to swear less because I noticed I did that a lot during my subathon. But, you know, I mean, every now and then for emphasis, I guess. The creation of the ward which surrounds Pandaemonium was an astounding feat of magic prowess. A feat accomplished by none other than La Habrea. That both my father and I can bind others in chains is perhaps the only thing we have in common. So it's true. I'm La Habrea's son. Bereft of his talent for magics or his brilliant mind, but his son nonetheless. Surely this doesn't come entirely as a surprise to you. Nay, I had an inkling when you said you had practiced ethereal shackles since childhood. Assuming you hadn't been employed here quite that long, it had to indicate some long-held connection to La Habrea. 'Twas La Habrea that taught me how to cast ethereal shackles, but that was it. My further education was overseen by the words of La Habrea, more specifically my mother, who was a researcher there. You did speak of Athena, chief keyword before La Habrea. She's your mother, yes? Oh, that's interesting. How astute. I can see now why you were chosen to lead this investigation. You've the right of it. Athena was my mother, and it was she who invited me to join her here. La Habrea had nothing to do with it. Makes sense. I see there is little love lost between you two. What I cannot see is why La Habrea was appointed chief keyword when another was already in place. Was in place. My mother is no longer with us. Oh, you poor guy. And La Habrea was all too eager to assume her responsibilities, with nary a moment to spare to mourn her. What love do I owe him now, when he offered not one drop of compassion then? Yeah, I can't blame you, man. Seems like your dad's kind of a deadbeat. Actually, no, I know he's a deadbeat. I've literally fought him. Multiple times. Ah, I see. She is no longer with us. An expression to convey the end of a life. I have known only the public face of La Habrea. While he is lauded for his ability to maintain his composure in the face of unnerving circumstances, I must admit that often he comes across as cold. Apologies, but can we speak of something else? This topic is an easy one for me to discuss. Of course, there are more pressing matters at hand after all, namely how to deal with Hesperos. We have yet to see the other warders. Judging by what we know, we can surmise that Hesperos has confined them somewhere beyond our grasp, and now that he is aware of our presence, he will be preparing for our next encounter. We cannot expect to face him on equal footing. Quite the opposite, in fact. Every moment we spend chasing after the creations, at another moment Hesperos can contrive another advantage for himself. The wisest course would be to find him first and foremost. He said that he has become one with the creations. Perhaps that means he is vulnerable to internment? In theory, that should be possible. However, is it enough merely to confine him after all he has done? I need to know why. I need to know what drove him to forsake everything he's worked for. Was it all truly so he could serve his master? To my mind, he's merely put Lahabrea's own work at risk in trade for some nebulous power. Lahabrea is the chief keyword of Pandaemonium. How would throwing it into disarray win his favor? It doesn't make any sense. Unless Lahabrea is behind all of this, which, is possible. I share your curiosity, but we must consider that our enemy has us at a disadvantage in every sense. What do you think? Should we seek to put him in fetters, or would it be too dangerous to allow him quarter? No, I want answers too. I need to know what's going on here, and with our experience of Lahabrea, how can we not? Daring as ever, I see. I know not which trials you have faced in your past, but to see you so certain is all the convincing I need. Very well, let us try Eric Thonius' plan. Thank you, Issa. I believe I can shed some light on the nature of our foe. When Hesperos spoke with us, I noticed he bore the telltale fangs of the Vrykolokas, a beast which feeds off the aether of its prey. Likely that is the creation of Hesperos merged his essence with. Okay, so yeah, he's a vampire. And we know all too well that he can change the environment around himself at will. The battle will not be an easy one, but I believe in our victory. Okay, so I should be checking, I should be expecting rapid, map size changes, possibly something similar to the Zodiark fight, vampire type stuff, so blood sucking, maybe bats of some sort, swordplay, I don't know. It'll be interesting. Alright, turn 4. I'm sorry, circle 4. Turn 4. That Hesperos possessed such a lust for power that he could resort to this. Clearly, I misjudged him. I'd like nothing more than to strike him down myself, but seeing you wipe that arrogant grin off his face will taste just as sweet. He called himself a Hemetheos, and claimed immortality. I know not how he discovered this dark art, but his actions tend to speak a sound mind. Yeah, no kidding. Alright, ready, Q? Yep. Sounds good. Alright. Yep. Perpetrator is Hesperos, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Okay. Let's go! Yeah, the whole he can bend the area at will thing is giving me Zodiark flashbacks, so I'm sure this will be interesting. Yeah. I don't know if it will really be something on that same level, but it very well could be.
We'll see.
Yeah. All I know is Castlevania. Yeah, I don't know. Astralis, the fourth circle. Hello. What? Yeah, I already made this joke, but what is a man but a miserable pile of secrets? Have at thee, etc. Oh my god, he's doing the glasses thing.
Also, the music here is a pop.
Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, that's good. I like it. Oh, okay, we're pulling. All right.
I appreciate the countdown timers, but this isn't Savage.
That's fair. Yeah, this music sounds pretty good. Oh, nice cape. Interesting. People are going over here, so... Oh, I walked into the spikes. I'm actually that dumb.
Okay.
I was too busy looking at the crazy glowing orb in the middle of the room and trying to figure out what it would do. mechanics. Okay. If you just upon this folly, then you must face the full extent of my authority. Ah. Okay. This is actually really interesting, mechanically. It's nothing like super new, but the way it plays out is interesting. Gross. That's the DPS circle. Ow! Was I not supposed to be standing in the DPS circle? I guess in that case, like, what?
Okay, so those markers
Yep.
have the roll and an X next to them, which meant you do not need that roll.
Oh. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, I see. Fair enough. Yeah. I wasn't really sure how to tell. I might have missed the difference in the symbols. I was expecting another cone. No, that's what the first round is for. I learned the mechanics and stuff. Slough off your accursed flesh.
That's this animation looks so good.
It's really neat. Alright, so we got, fire, water, earth, air. Fire does a what? Stack, okay, that makes sense. Dumb, right? Yep. Oh well. Yeah, I just smart move probably. Oh boy. Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
This is very recoverable.
Yeah. I saw the Reaper's like spirit guy, and for a brief second thought it was some kind of mechanic. Oh, time to walk into something else. What am I supposed to? Yeah, I got it right. Alright. Alright, let's see what will happen first. Earth. So that is spread? Yeah. Alright. Yep, I'm good. Yeah. Cool fight.
The savage is going to be wild.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm already like hyper focusing too much on individual pieces and missing out when new stuff like those orbs show up. Yeah. Oh. Alright. Well, that's all you get for moving. Ooh, that Bard accidentally took both of the tank ones. Hmm. Alright. Let's make sure I'm not going to immediately fall over the second I move. I think I'm probably fine. Yeah. Can we not stand in the anti-DPS cone? Whee! Alright. I do wonder if this boss is going to end up having like a transformation kind of thing, second phase. Yeah. Oh, shit. No! Alright. Yeah. I mean, he's still an ancient. They're capable of transformation, so I wouldn't be surprised if that was a thing he did. Also, Loki kind of wants his armor.
Oh, the sword too.
Yeah, the sword is neat.
That would be like a great red mage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that will be a mechanic. If you walk through the water pool, you get dropsy. Interesting.
all for the things I want to do.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a part of the Savage. Is like using that somehow. Hello, Dracula. Please commit die. Thank you.
Oh, those are AoE. Oh,
There we go. We got it in the end.
because I just murdered a caster in cold blood.
Oh no. Did they really name the achievement Could Be Worse? Yeah. Alright. Alright. Ooh, wait. Nosferatu. Need. And then I'm looking for boots. I did not roll very high on that. I hope I get it. Somebody else got the pet. Right. Oh well. Can you only roll on the pet once, I assume? Does that count?
No, you can keep rolling.
Okay. Please give me the pants. I got 'em! Hell yeah, I can get pants and a hat. Alright, cool. Well, hey, thank you for going through those 3 with me.
Do you know where the new vendor is?
Yeah, it's in, Raton. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right down the street from the vendor.
Yep. Yeah.
That's story time.
Thank you. Yeah, we should definitely get a party together to do the extremes at some point. That'd be really fun. I don't know. I want to, like, ask in Bliss in general if people would be okay with me, like, streaming the extreme stuff, because I know not everybody would be comfortable with that, obviously, but I think it'd be a cool thing to show. At the same time, honestly, I would not mind doing it offline either, so, you know. I don't know. But regardless, that's for a later time. Yeah, I can't wait to see the Savages. It's gonna be really fun.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, okay. Well, have a great night. Thank you for hanging out. See ya. Now, Themis, we end this here. Seal away Dracula. Fools, I will not be put in chains. Oops. To think that I would fall before one such as you. Perhaps I should have treated you as more than a mere nuisance. I'm a Zem, motherfucker. Despite your victory, you shall never have the knowledge you seek. The secrets of my transformation, the secrets of my deception, they shall return to the star with me. You are wasting your breath, Hesperos. We have the upper hand now. Surely you can see that. Yes, my repertoire is not exhausted yet, however. Although I have failed, my end shall be on my terms. Stop it. Why would you do that? You stupid jerk. I remain loyal to my very last. Come what may, I die with dignity. You're an idiot. Okay, bye Dracula. Thanks for nothing. How did your ambition lead you so astray, Hesperos? You were better than that. Your star shone more brightly than any other in Pandaemonium. You had Wahbre's respect, his trust. What more did you seek? That you would forsake all that and sully your legacy besides. Buddy, I think he is still working for Wahbre. Like, he made that pretty clear. He became so blinded by his own desire that he lost sight of his duty. In the end, he lost everything, and his plan lies in tatters. I fail to see any dignity in that. Even so, I would have liked to know why he chose this path. Hesperos' infatuation with your father was his undoing. Perhaps he was jealous that fate had chosen you, and not him, to be Wahbre's son. So terrible did his jealousy become that he sought verboten power. Power that Wahbre would not be unable to ignore. How does the pursuit for respect warp one's heart so? How does infatuation with one person turn into a contempt for everything or everyone else? I've never heard of such a thing. I mean, it happens, but that doesn't mean it's right. I see. I admit I cannot but find it vexing. But perhaps that signifies not but my own capacity for bitterness. I do understand what it is to have a beacon to follow in dark times, a person you trust to guide you true. How it is so desperate, or how it Wait. How it is to desperately wish their light would fall upon you again. Aw, you miss your mom. Buddy, I'm sorry. But we have spent enough time assuming the intentions of the departed. There are the living to consider. We must find the other wardens and round the remaining creatures forthwith. Of that, at least, we can be certain. I believe I can be of help in that matter. The influence of Hesperos' magic is fading through Astralis. Now is the perfect opportunity to seize control of the facilities and restore things to their original state. Seize control? Can you really do that? Uh-huh. What? What is this presence? Erythonios. What lies beyond that threshold? That's the passage which connects Asphodelos to Abyssos. Why? Be on your guard, you two. Now that Asphodelos is free of obstructions, I can more easily sense disturbances in the lower levels. Something stirs in Abyssos. Okay, so I'm guessing the fourth fight event is going to be like the keystone or key holder of every single layer, right? Maybe? Uh-oh. A warding sigil? How? Let us return to the gates for now. I should like to apprise the situation from there. Needless to say, our investigation is far from over. Also, Themis out here with bun boy hair and no ears, right? Yeah. Just when I had thought our work to be done, did this tragedy unfold all throughout Pandaemonium? Seems like it. Although we've defeated Hesperos, it appears we have but scratched the surface of Pandaemonium's troubles. My head is still swimming with questions, but could this mean that Hesperos wasn't actually behind this? Oh, hey, Ryan, question by the way. So, as for the release schedule, because I'm actually not entirely sure on this, does the next set of 4 come out at the same time as the Savages, or is it 2 weeks after that? My head is still swimming with questions, but could this mean that Hesperos wasn't actually behind this? Thank you. It is a stark possibility, yes. The root of this crisis may lie somewhere much deeper than even Abyssos. When we first encountered you, you said the memories of your escape were vague and that your senses were muddled. I believe this was more than the result of a panicked mind. You were made to feel this way by a powerful magical influence. It is possible that the same magic could have poisoned Hesperos' heart, twisting his affection for Alabrea into a burning obsession. Then, in his altered state, he would have made an offer of power he could not refuse. Or he was made an offer of power. Okay. Wait, are you suggesting that someone else turned Hesperos into that thing? If so, it stands to reason that they wouldn't stop at him. Indeed, our mysterious mastermind does not lack for subjects for his experiments. For more potential hemithoi. Hemithoi. I want to call it hemithoi. Hemithoi? Hemithoi. If what you're saying is true, then my colleagues, they're doomed to share the same fate as Hesperos. Well, we don't know that. Do not lose heart yet, Erythonios. Hesperos challenged us alone, and that tells me that the process of his creation was a long and taxing one. If he was the first Hemithios, then the rest of the warders are likely still alive. However, much as I would like to hasten deeper into the Pandaemonium, the way forward is sealed off. We must focus our efforts on finding a way through. With the creation still having free reign of Asphodelos, that won't be easy. On the contrary, I yet retain control of these circles, and thus can wield internment magic within their halls at will. The creatures will pose no threat to us. Just like that? Then nothing's stopping us from returning order to Astralis. Yeah. Just so. I shall require your expertise to keep the peace after the subjects have been returned to their confinement, however. You are Astralis' sole remaining warder, after all. Truth be told, I did not expect this investigation to become so involved. Of course, I would like to resolve matters here without resorting to outside help, but... Do you mean to send a report to Habrea? 'Tis too soon to say. Let us first find a way into Abyssos. It would be best to withhold our judgment until we have ascertained the whereabouts of their other warders and the identity of the party responsible for their disappearance. Agreed. Even so, if it means saving even a single life within Pandaemonium, then I am not above asking La Habrea for help, should it come to that. The second set should be 6.2, like how the second set of Eden was 5.2. What you think? We're getting Savage and Crafted Gear in January patch. Got it. Okay. Recent discoveries certainly paint Hesperos' actions in a new light. The number of unknown elements in this investigation grows, and we must proceed further with the utmost caution. To that end, Ericthonios and I shall remain here for the time being. Much as I enjoy your company, I do not believe we shall be needing protection so long as we remain in Asphodelos. You should take this time to rest. Surely you are weary, and there may be more battles ahead of us. Themis' burden may grow heavier in your absence, but he's shown that he's more than capable to bear it. Still, I would help wherever so I am able. All we've achieved so far has been thanks to you two, and I mean to repay the debt I owe. I don't know what use I can be outside of placating the creatures, but I'll find a way. Nonsense. You owe us nothing. It was thanks to your knowledge of the magics which govern this place that we were able to come this far. Elsewise, we would have likely succumbed to the Hippocampus assault. Each of us has arrived at this dire pass by separate paths, but it's only by the combination of our respective expertise that we will reach the end of it and see Pandaemonium saved. Yeah. Thank you, Themis. Hesperos' words seem to have affected me much more than I realized. Together we've come this far, and together we'll reach the end. I have no doubt we will. Even so, let us allow Issa her rest. Besides, you have someone awaiting a report on your progress, yes? I dare say your story will be much more than they have ever imagined. Okay. Real quick. I have a theory. A lore theory, specifically. So, I don't know how actually likely this is. But we know that the convocation titles are just that, titles. The actual people have names otherwise, and the titles can get passed on whenever the seat empties, right? I think that a possibility, I don't think this is absolutely going to happen, I think it's something that could happen theoretically, is that the current La Habrea is whatever's behind this. That seems like a very obvious twist. That may not even happen. But if it does, if we end up defeating him, if he's, say, the final boss of Pandaemonium, I think Ericthonios becomes La Habrea in his place. And he's the one that we end up seeing so often. How he gets turned into what he becomes eventually, I don't know. But I think I think it's possible, at least. Especially because they keep talking about how he has like untapped potential and stuff. Themis is obviously Elidibus. If he's not, I will be very surprised. But I think that's definitely possible for a lore implication, at least story-wise. We know that, at least according to Elidibus, La Habrea was like corrupted almost by the fact that he was a bit of a body-hopping junkie. Yeah, the son of the bread man becomes the new bread boy. Exactly. La Habrea gets like corrupted from body-hopping too much. It's at least what Elidibus told us originally. So, no, I mean, theoretically, it could be any sort of possibility. You know, this could be a story of how La Habrea was actually corrupted and, like, became who he is when we meet him. Or it could be something else. I don't know, but I would not discount that possibility. I'm going to keep it in mind that possibly Eric Thonios becomes La Habrea eventually. Let's see what they have to say. My friend would be very curious to hear what has occurred here. However, I fear that if I left the Pandaemonium, the wards protecting it would quickly deteriorate. I hope she does not mind assuming some of my duties in the meantime. I'm sure I wouldn't mind. So you don't serve the convocation. I suppose I needn't worry about you going behind our backs to curry favor with La Habrea. No, I don't think I'll be needing to do that anytime soon. Alright, I'm gonna turn the stream off pretty soon. I've been going for about 3 hours. But I want to go check out the raid gear first and see what it looks like. I mean, I've seen a picture, but you never really get a real taste until you actually see it on your character model, you know? Possibly. Bread was one of the Unsundered, so it's someone in Elpis. Yeah, absolutely. Like, it has to be a character in Elpis. Or at least, you know, vaguely referenced, you know? Like, they don't necessarily have to be in Elpis, but it has to be someone in the time period of Elpis. Also, did they ever explain how specifically Emmet, Elidibus, and La Habrea remained unsundered? Like, how did the three of them specifically escape? And Elidibus is kind of obvious because he's Elidibus. But the other two, I actually don't know how they survived. How did they not get sundered? Do we know that? Bum 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 bum. Let's see. Oh, yeah, here we go. I'm gonna look at all the gear anyway. I'm gonna read and see. Okay, yeah, let me know what you find. Limbo gear, that's what's up. Yeah, they. Tanking circlet, pretty standard. Glasses. What? That's a very weird looking face piece. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that's actually really pretty. I like that. It's like, especially the area around like the chest and waist and that kind of skirt there is very like ancient Greek. I'm very like that's very pretty. I like that a lot. Striking. Yeah, very pretty gear. Let's check out the aiming set, because that's what I actually wear. Well, scouting first, I guess. Oh, a monocle? Yep, kind of does. Wait, hold on. Does it have... visor. No, okay. Okay, just a pretty normal circlet, but, yeah, it's kind of cute. Alright, I'll take one of those. Oh, I got a sword. Nice. And Limbo boots. Oh, those are cute. I like those. Yeah, I'm a fan of this gear set. Looks nice. Can you tell I died a lot in this? Alright, 570, not bad. Oh, interesting. Yeah, you listed all three of the only ones who are unsundered, Emmet, Ellie, and Bread. The rest of the Ascians are all fragmented, not seeing an explanation how those three skipped being broken up. Yeah. Yeah, so I knew that the other ones all got sundered, right? And then, like, whenever they brought them into the fold, they had to use, like, the memory stones to bring them back up to their full office, right? But, yeah, I really want to know how they escaped getting sundered. Like, you know, did... Alright. I'm going to... Let's see. Oh, actually, I know what I can do. Yeah. You know, like, were they not on the source when it got sundered? Were they, you know, like, how did they escape? That's a detail that's always kind of bugged me. Do. Maybe that's something. I mean, I don't know if, like, it's possible the answer just isn't out there. But I'm curious if that's somewhere in the lore that just I haven't read personally. And maybe if I do a New Game Plus playthrough and kind of do like a story mode of this game on stream, it's something that we could find. I don't know. Anything is possible, possibly, maybe, I don't know. Do 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 do. I'm not sure the living people who would know are long gone, so we're down to text. Yeah, pretty much. Glamour dresser. I have some boots I need to put in here. Don't mind me. Wake's feet. Pioneer's boots. Yeah? I think that's the one. Alright. And glamour plate. Die. Ignore the Abe. There we go. Save. And apply. Hell yeah. I like that. Alright, gang. I'm gonna log out. Ba, ba, da, da, da. I love that animation. It's so cute. Okay. Let me move back to chatting. So yeah, here we are. Yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out today. I'm just gonna turn off my PS4 real quick. Power, turn off PS4. There we go. Yeah. I do need to go to bed. I have work tomorrow. But I had a great time tonight. The raids were super fun. Ren, thank you so much for going through those with me. I had a great time. I can't wait to see Savage and the next era. Like, I'm a big story nut for this game, you know? Yeah, as you can see, I need to adjust the chat on here because I accidentally replaced entirely my border instead of just on that one scene. But yeah, I had a very good time. I can't wait to find out what happens in the story. I can't wait to see the cool mechanics and hopefully try the Savages eventually. I don't imagine that's going to be something that you see on here, probably. You know, like I mentioned, I don't really have a dedicated group to do Savage stuff with. It's something I'm actually kind of working on, but we'll see what happens. It's no guarantee. But, yeah, I'll be back soon. Maybe even tomorrow. With some other content. Either more Zelda, because, man, I really need to get towards finishing that game. Or possibly, you know, more of this game, something else. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Whatever I'm in the mood for, really. Yeah. I hope you guys... Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm looking for someone to raid real quick. Oh, okay. I try and support smaller streamers a lot of the time, and she's definitely one of the bigger ones. But I'm going to go ahead and throw you over to someone else who is currently streaming Final Fantasy XIV, doing the story, it looks like, for Endwalker, and that is Momo. She's pretty cool. I like her. So yeah, go show Momo some love. I don't expect any kind of big noticeable raids or anything like that, but, you know, I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you again. I'll see you next time. Love you all. Bye-bye.